What's up, guys? Ninja on the ninja. And basically, because I have this quarrel with math, I wanted to include something because actually I'm learning something right now. And basically, I was more curious because I've always done it in like a way or multiple ways. And basically, what I'm talking about is like a quotation in a quotation, but how do you use the quotations at the end if you're quoting a quote and then the quote ends where your sentence ends? And what I've seen and what I've gathered is that it's single quote, space, double quote. That's what I think is going on right now. It sucks. The second I start recording, there's a fucking ice cream thing. Anyways, so I wanted to point out that I'm looking at how to how. Okay, well, let me go to the. I'm looking at csuchico.edu/slc/underscore assets/documents/ writing dash center dash handouts not forward slash quotation dash marks dash handout dot pdf. Okay, so that's where I'm at right now. Okay, and the point that I wanted to get to was that this is making sense. Okay, and math does not make sense. And this is why math fails. One time, and why I consider it to be something completely different than what a lot of people try to claim it is. Basically, um, so I'm not gonna get into too much details about that. I just wanted to include this right here, and not like this single thing, but what I mean is, when I learn something in math, I kind of gotta like change how I think and how I operate, and what I think is to like that doesn't seem right. Okay, you know, like that feeling. It goes against all of everything that you like inside you. I can't think of the word you know, like when you pick up a remote control and like it fits to your hands, or the glove fits like a glove, and it's like perfect, and everything just feels right. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. You know, I forgot the word for it, but basically, when I'm doing this stuff with the writing, like I just learned, I never knew brackets and what they're used for. You know, the brackets, right? And basically, what brackets are, at least so I can gather, is if you look, it says the shoe snagged on bracket pearls dress and ripped a hole in the material. So basically, what it is or what they say it is that you use brackets are most often used to add clarifying information to a quotation. This added information can be a change in a verb tense or a short phrase. So I'm guessing this is where the page fails, because they didn't show you what it was and then what the brackets would make it. Right, that would make sense. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's why you use it, but they're not showing you the before, right? So I'm like, what the fuck? I kind of self questions because it's not clarifying it very well. But from what I can gather, it probably said the shoe snagged on her dress and ripped a hole in the material. But they took out her and replaced it with pearl. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I can see that. That makes sense. Okay, so that's why you use that. And they explained something else, and I think it was where you put the question, like if a quoted statement ends in a question mark, and you quote it in the middle of the sentence, you don't end the sentence. You just continue it like normal. And I was like, oh, that makes sense because it's like you get in the sentence, right? But and then you get in the quote and you grab it and you just putting it in the sentence, and that's where the quotes come from because it's opening your sentence and then you put it there, right? But this was cool is so now we're in the quote, but then you can go and get the brackets to add something to a quote or even just whatever. The point is you're adding. I think it. Wait, that's a good question. So is it specifically to a quotation? Is that what it is? I think so. I think so. You see, like I'm learning it. I'm learning it. But in math, there is no like there. You just kind of have to learn it. It's just like it's just the change. It's just we made it up, and you gotta accept it. That's all. And that's the best that they have. That's math in a nutshell. Like everything about math is that way. There's nothing that just feels right or oh that makes sense. It's you learn it because that's the way it is. That's the rule. That's just how it is, and that's what you gotta do from now on. And you're like, uh, but you know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, yeah. I just want to include that. I felt it was very important. Basically, why I have so much beef with math, and this is why. This is an example of why, right? It's because like, but why? And it's counterintuitive. That's the word I was looking for. So intuitive. Like it's just like you're thinking and it's not making sense. But that's math. It's not gonna make sense. You just gotta remember it. And that's all it is. It's just you remember. And this is why most of the time nerds are the ones that are really good at math. Is because they're the ones that are willing to really like change. Okay, yeah, that makes okay, whatever. Okay, if you say so. If you say so. Whereas the jock or football player is gonna be like, "Fuck you, man. I don't fucking." Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I didn't get it because I'm supposed to be that jock. You know, like what the fuck are you talking? I'm supposed to be that dude. Right? I can do that. I could have back in my youth. In fact, I did. And the only reason why I didn't is because I was like, that's fucking stupid and boring. And the chance of me being picked out of everybody at this high school, at this location, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just too many, like, ifs, basically. It's kind of like a story, and there's a lot of I think somebody made a video about like there's too many like percentage of like it has to work in order for our in order for us to steal from this bank, you know, he has to show up, he has to do this, he has to do that, and the more you add to it, the less likely it is to happen, basically. Whereas it is you show up with the gun and you leave, you pretty much know you're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's stopping you is you at that point, right? So you have the gun, you go, you do it, and that's basically what I'm talking about. So, anyways, I want to end it there. Thank you for watching. Be real, be safe, be happy. Don't give in. And like again, I have two rules in math. Okay, there's I have well yeah. There's rule one, the real math that doesn't make sense, that doesn't work, that's flawed, that has multiple problems with it, that's slower, and it ends in chaos. Basically, that's real math. And two, basically, um, and that's the pretend math, the fake math, the BS math, the all because it said so math, right? And you just have to make it work. So those are the two reasons, one and two, right? So you get that, basically. I hope that makes sense. That's how I live with it. And again, if you're interested, I can break open the book and tell you exactly and show you exactly how math falls apart and like where like this is wrong, and you probably can figure it out. Smart people will be able to figure it out right now because that the intuition that I'm telling you, That's where it falls apart. This is just bullshit. It's wrong. And the reason why it doesn't make sense is because it doesn't make sense. That's why. It does. It feels like it doesn't make sense because it doesn't. That's it. That's what I've learned. So, anyways, and yeah, some people, like I said, will know that, but they learned it anyways, and they never questioned it, and they continued on. They said, "Aha, aha!" They took it all in, right? And unfortunately, I will say this one last thing. Uh, my school that I had back in the day failed, and the reason why is because I don't remember. I was like in like ninth grade, 10th grade. I don't remember. I was like a high school kid. I think it was in middle school. I was in middle school. Actually, I remember now. It was the 7th grade. Some Mexican chick. She wasn't the teacher. I just remember having her class. It was in that grade is when I really started to have problems, and when I really started to have issues with the teacher, right? I think that's like essentially when I became a man. Basically, when I started standing up for myself. When I stopped listening to people because I'm the authority. I do what I say, and that's where the spoiled child in me grew up, basically. And I questioned everything. So, but again, that's probably because of where I lived and I grew up in the projects. So, anyways, that's it. Thank you very much. Appreciate you watching, and for those who made it, hit with a like, a subscribe. I encourage you to continue on your way. Again, if it helps, I didn't have it, so hopefully this will help you on your conquest in the world. Like math is wrong. One day we're gonna stop using math because it's actually wrong. There's going to be a better way for math to work that isn't what it is now. They say, "Oh, math is the language of the universe." And aliens will know math, and I'm like, no, you're stupid, you're wrong. Like I can go to Germany, they don't know English. Language English has like 26 characters, German has like 32 or some shit, or Russian is 32, whatever. Like, and it's just to say that it can be assumed or they're gonna know it's stupid. Like they're not gonna know what 10 inches is. Like, why did you pick 10 inches to be what it is? It's because someone made it up, and it's just like a pill you had to swallow, right? It's not because it's a fact or because it's a real. Fine, it's just what it is. Like a day. A day doesn't exist. We have this. We're just one like point in time. We're existing. That's it. It's just existing. There is no tomorrow. There is no reset. There's no, like you do reset, but the server does not. The server is live, and there is no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So you'll figure that shit out later. If you're not interested in it now, it's because you're too young, and you get older, and so. I wish I got this started when I was younger. So again, take it as you want. Hit that follow button if you want more, because I'm probably the only person in the world that actually had the balls to stop and question things. And again, it's not just math. There's everything in my life. Everything in my life since the moment I became, I think, 12th grader. I questioned everything. Everything. Right? I think that's probably what teenage years is too. It's just like I was 12. I was 12. I was like they expected for 13, but I was 12. And then that's probably why 18 is the year of concession. Why they say, oh, it's 21 now. It probably should be 21. Like by the time you can drink and smoke, it should be 21. Because there's some people out in the world that just don't know what the fuck they're thinking. You think you know, but you don't. But anyways, I gotta end it. So thank you for watching. Yeah, take it all. Be safe, be happy, be strong, and I'll see you next time. Peace.